Welcome to the Random Photography Show on the Camera Life podcast. I'm Justin and I'm back.
At least the audio is working properly.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Yeah, of course you did. Hey gang, and welcome back. This is the Camera Life podcast. Already mincing my words. It's the Random Photography Show. It is the 1st of September. Can you believe that BFOP is next month? That's how close we are, folks. So yes, it is episode 112 of the Camera Life podcast, proudly brought to you by the good people at Lucky Straps. Head to luckystraps.com if you are looking for a premium, handmade, Aussie-made, crafted leather camera strap. Lots of personalization options, lots of strap styles to choose from. Go there and check it out. Oh, and use code Greg for a healthy discount too. Being the Random Photography Show, we obviously have a lot to get into. Justin's got a whole suitcase of stuff to unpack from his trip to New Zealand. We've got some news to cover off, some images to look at. But first, you might notice that Jim has either gone very blonde or a lot blonder, or we have someone else joining us. And in fact, it is the latter. We have Nicholas Walton-Heeley joining us once again. G'day, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, Greg. Justin, good evening. Thank you both so much for having me back on the show. Yeah, really fantastic. As I just mentioned to Greg before we hit the live button, that the timing is very fortuitous indeed.
Yeah, well, we're going to get to that.
Always great to have you.
Yeah, absolutely. So Nicholas is here, not joining us as a co-host, so to speak, but he's here to promote something that he's got coming up very shortly. But just before we get to that, boss, do you want to say hello to the chat?
I do. I've missed them so much. I do. I want to say hello to everyone. So the first comment, Rick Nelson, I'm early even though I know the show will start late. And you were right.
That's rude.
We were late. And
rude.
It's good to be back. Rick Nelson, Paul says we're still an optimistic bunch. Yeah, we are. We'll be early one day. Probably not. Philip Johnson says greetings. Lisa Leach is here. Good to see you. Roy Bixby, I'm here right on time for some unknown reason. And Greg Carrick's here. How many times will Greg say Fujifilm? Yeah, Greg's just got to cleanse his camera palette after the
contractually obligated to get a certain number out. But we'll cover that off.
Thursday's show was so Canon heavy because we had we had Jeff Cable, a Canon icon Olympic sports photographer, and me and him just got to nerd out on Canon camera gear. So Greg's probably ready to Fuji it up.
I actually got a Fuji news story too.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. Neil Leach is here. John Pickett is here. David Leparati, good to see you. Grant says, "Whoa, Jim looks different." Must be because he doesn't have a flanny on. Yeah. Jim might join us. He might come in soon. We'll see.
Yep.
And Tony's here. Get off my digital lawn. Paul Henderson. Oh, and Yelena. What's up? Okay.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us.
Love to see you all.
So, of course, we do have Nicholas with us here today. Now, for anyone that may not know, Nicholas has been a past guest of the Camera Life podcast. He was one of our earlier interviews we did. Oh gosh, can you remember when it was, Nicholas?
Yeah, would have been. I think it was in November last year. Towards the end of the year, and that appearance sort of coincided with an exhibition at the time. It was. And I think, Justin, you just come back from Vietnam, not to...
see? Again, holiday.
That's
all
timing.
He does. That's all he does.
That's all I do.
Yeah. So Nicholas is here because it does coincide with something that's coming up. So let me just give a quick rundown, and then, Nicholas, you can fill in the blanks. So there's a forthcoming photography exhibition, Yarra, Reflection on the River. The exhibition's being held as part of the 2025 Birrarung River Fest. And that's running, I think, I saw the 6th to the 20-something of September, 6th to the 28th. But Nicholas is actually having an opening of an exhibition on Thursday, September 11th at 6 p.m. At Blender Studios in West Melbourne. Amazing to see you, even within less than 12 months, at it again.
Yeah, thanks, Greg. Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of this particular project has been very different to a lot of the other ones that I've done, and certainly a lot different to the last show that I spoke about with you guys on the podcast, which was a 10-year collaborative effort involving an elder and a family group up at Tiwi Islands. This project, in contrast, is based in Melbourne. It's something that I've pursued alone, and Melbourne is, my home and birth city, and it does feel, very close to my heart, and I think it's coming up to about 2.5 years since I began pursuing the project, and it sort of became conceptually clear that it was a project as such, to the point of exhibition. So that's obviously a significantly less amount of time than 10 years.
Yeah. Just a quick project for you. 2.5 years is a quick one. Let me just bring up on the big screen for everybody. This is, I'll put the link for this in the comments, so everyone can have a look. Not now, maybe later when you're ready. But so it's the Birrarung River Fest, 6th to the 28th of September, and we've got all the event details here. So you're holding an opening event, but before we get to that, do you want to tell us a little bit more about what's actually involved from an image making perspective?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, when I set out, I think it was around 2023. I've spent a lot of my life and my photography endeavours have been undertaken in the Northern Territory. I've done projects in Melbourne, but I was sort of, I suppose by 2023, starting to some of those were sort of reaching the point of fruition, whether it be through books or exhibitions. And I really wanted to do a project that I felt would help me reconnect with my birth city. And I didn't necessarily see the Yarra as being the subject matter at first. I was on the train one day, riding into the city with my camera and with the intention of sort of wandering around and taking a few photographs. And sitting on the train, I couldn't help but notice the river from the window, and felt compelled to go down there, and that's where it all sort of started.
Interesting. And so with the images that that are being used, that you've created for this particular piece of work, do you want to talk to us about the style and what people could expect to see? Yeah, sure.
So the photographs are extremely abstract. I suppose when if you were to say to somebody, I've made a landscape series on the Yarra River, they would not probably envisage these photographs. Part of what's important in explaining that is that the part of the Yarra that I've actually photographed is the inner city Melbourne part. So it's the CBD base stretch. So I'd quite literally get off the train at Flinders Street and then walk towards the docks and around the docks. And the photographs have sort of been produced along that part, which is significant because that part of the river is quite industrialized. There's a lot of infrastructural development around it, as I'm sure everybody knows. And a lot of the light at certain times of day when it's bouncing off those the bridges or the buildings or the glass that's around that area creates the most amazing and unbelievable patterns in the water that are the reflections that I've photographed. And I kind of thought that was just so amazing, because when you speak to everyone and you sort of explain and describe the part of the river that I've been working with, nearly everybody has a story or a memory about that part of the river. And I suppose to show that river in a way that was like a source of creative inspiration, and to show it to them in a new way was just something that I thought, yeah, this is definitely worth pursuing. And so iconically, Melbourne, the Yarra River, it just, so I really, and I can talk a little bit about the conceptual development that went on with the project as well. But yeah, as a basic sort of introduction, that's kind of how it all started.
Very cool.
Did you want to pull up a few of the images or anything like that, just to give us a little taster?
I'd love to show a few photos if that's good with you guys. So I'm just going to hit the share screen button. I'd like to.
In case everyone at home is hearing that loud noise, Nicholas is using a brick as a mouse. So,
I'll just hang on. I'll mute him for a second while he gets his mouse out.
Sorry, mate.
that was pretty loud. It was funny. I think Jim, are you waiting in the background there? Did you want to come in, Jim? Are you ready? Are you not ready? He's ready. Let's bring him on. There we go.
Hey,
what's up?
I'm very low. Hang on, why am I so low?
You are low. What are you doing down there? Maybe I'm too high though. Look how close my head is to the top.
You're all whack. Both of you.
My arm broke. Not broke. Yeah,
it didn't break. What arm?
It didn't break. The camera arm thing hanging off my last stand.
Oh, I did too. Yeah.
It's a bit dodgy. I think that cheap one's not so great.
Tony says you're unprofessional.
Yep, it's very
accurate. Well, we lost Nicholas.
Oh no!
Wait, did I do that?
He's gone from the whole thing. No, he's dropped out.
He just dropped out completely.
Oh, we'll get him on. We'll get him back.
We'll get him back.
Stick with us, guys.
Yeah.
I was putting my daughter to bed, Tony. I didn't think it would be professional to do that with her in her bedroom.
Live to the world. Yeah. It's more of a,
do you have
a daughter thing?
Greg, do you have Nicholas's number or anything?
Yeah, I'll get in touch with him.
Yeah, just shoot him a text and just say, or whatever, and just say, oh, hang on.
He's back.
He's back.
Almost.
We got him. That's all.
Hey.
Hang on.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
We got you.
No, Justin kicked you out. We know it was Justin.
No, I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
He did. He does that.
Professional show.
So are you guys able to get the screen to share?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So if you do that and then I do this.
Yep.
But you can't have us as the screen.
Yeah.
That's Inception.
That's
awesome.
Screen
Inception. So as long as
Inception.
Screenception.
So you can share a window or a tab, and just don't share the whole monitor. Are you running dual monitors?
No, I've only got one going here.
Hang on, I'll pull that down for a second until we find. So it should have an option to share like a
tab, I think.
A tab or a window. What were you going to use to pull the photos up?
I was just going to use a window, but a tab would be fine. So does that mean that I have to stop screen? And then
No. Oh, no. Maybe. Yeah, you might have to bring it back up again. Just while you're doing that, there's a question here for Greg from Tony. Thanks for the $2.99, Tony.
Yeah, thanks, Tony.
It says, Greg, should I get a 9070 or a 5070?
Go the 5070. I think NVIDIA is doing a better job at the moment.
I'm glad you know what he's talking about. Is that a graphics card?
Yeah.
Do you know what he needs it for?
Porn, I assume.
No, he's building one of those. What is happening here with this? There we go. He's building one of those sim racing things. Like the race car, like with 3-4 screens and all the.
Oh, then Tony, you need to go to the gamesmen.com. They're in Brisbane, I think, or northern New South Wales, and they just put out a newsletter, like their weekly sales email, with a whole bunch of racing sim stuff, like top end, like F1 racing wheels and gear shifters and all that stuff. So go to thegamesmen.com. They're in Brisbane. They're a really good mob. Anyway, see,
triple screen.
I know other stuff.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, Nicholas. We're talking about you. Sorry.
Back to photography. All right. So we've got that up. So yeah, you should be able to just navigate through and enlarge whatever and show us.
Yeah, sure. So I've got some of the photographs that I've produced here. I'm sort of just rolling through them on the screen. Some with the exhibition, some of these photographs have been printed as fabrics, as you may have noticed the background when I was speaking before. That's actually one of the fabric prints, and some of them have been printed as photographs. Obviously, it's depended a little bit on the style of the image, as to which was determined to be a fabric print and which one was determined to be a photographic print. But the photographs certainly here should give a little bit of an indication, I suppose, about what I meant by they're being abstract in their nature. So they sort of suggest different form. They're quite provocative with the color and the pattern and the texture. But what I really love about them is that they're so open to interpretation. And I think that for me, that was sort of the real draw card, and what drew me back to the river over so many months and years to put this series together. I loved that people would look at a lot of these photographs and they would they would say, oh, I can see this and I can see that.
I can see a face.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. So,
Nicholas, what's the quality like? I've never really sort of looked into or spoken to anyone that's printed on fabric before. What sort of fabric is it, and what's the quality like in terms of the detail and the richness?
Yeah, so the fabric was a new experience for me as well. Great printing with the printing on fabric. I had to do a number of trial prints first off, and I did find that the lighter types of prints, the photographs, as you would have seen through some of the photos that I sort of rolled through there, there are some quite dark images, and they really do need the gradation in the black toning. It's quite important. The fabric wasn't quite so successful in reproducing that. But what really drew me to the fabric was the notion that it can, as a surface that hangs on a wall, it actually moves and sort of shimmers, I guess, in the way that the surface of the water does. So for me, it felt like a very appropriate medium. I mean, the work's obviously very experimental as well. And part of what I really hoped to do with this project was to extend myself a little bit in terms of thinking outside the box with, innovative sort of presentational methods. So that sort of became a part of that as well.
I think it's a clever pairing. Like you said, you get the flow of water and you can get fabric sort of has that same sort of rippling effect to it sometimes. So I think it's a really clever pairing of the two. And so how many oh, go on, Justin.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we're going to say the same thing. I was going to say how many pieces in total in the exhibition.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Greg? Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that too.
There's 17 pieces in the exhibition, and then there's a book as well that's got a few more. So I really had to cut down. I mean, I took tens of thousands of photos over a 2-year period. And as you can imagine, I mean, because you're trying to sort of freeze something that's in perpetual motion, a lot of the time you're not hitting that focus point. And sometimes, well, it's really what I found one of the things I found most rewarding about the project is you would be drawn to a particular area where you felt, gee, like the lights really interesting there, or there's an interesting color. And what you're seeing in the images when you're looking through the camera, it's like it's slightly but significantly different to what the eye can register. So sometimes I was shooting things not knowing what it was that I was photographing, but for me that was just such I mean, yeah, that word play, I suppose, you know, it sounds like I'm a bit of a contradiction, because when you're talking about exhibitions and books and projects reaching completion, that doesn't sound like play. But in those early months where I was still working through the ideas in the project, it was very much just about having fun and going, wow, this is, you know, I'm seeing in a new way. And what I'm going to do with this work is to encourage other people with this part of the river, which is often considered to be, you know, very polluted and muddy and you know, artificial, is to encourage people to see it in a new light.
Yep.
How did your like photographic process evolve over the 2.5 years in terms of technically? Did you start to hone in on particular focal lengths that you like to use? Did you change like filter use? Did you use filters, no filters? Did anything evolve through the process?
Yeah. Oh, definitely, Justin. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I kind of am always drawn to like the ambiguities of photographs. So I'm not off put shooting something at like a 60th of a second, even though you know you're going to get a little bit of motion in that. You know, normally that doesn't bother me. When I started doing this work more rigorously, I started to realize it really helps to have a lot of light. So I was sort of started to pick the days that I was shooting to try and coincide with, you know, an abundance of daylight, but also really increasing the shutter speed so that I could be shooting at the maximum speed, which I think on my Sony A3 is 8,000th of a second. And also allowing there to be sort of, you know, a good aperture range in that. I mean, most of the apertures are sort of quite wide, maybe 5-6. If I could get conditions that would allow me to shoot at 8,000th of a second at an f8, that would be ideal, because you're getting that depth, that, you know, a shot where the focus is sort of quite well dispersed throughout the image. Yeah,
very interesting.
Well, I can see why you would need so much daylight, because you're really choking the intake of light there, aren't you?
Yeah,
to optimize that field of focus as well as the freezing time. Yeah.
But it's funny too, because a lot of the photographs were sort of shot under bridges, and that's sort of interesting as well. Because so the daylight would be spilling through, and then you could sort of control. It felt like you sort of had control of a certain area, and as you could probably even imagine, Justin, when you spoke about doing landscapes in New Zealand, sometimes landscape photography can be completely overwhelming, the expanse of the environment, and going as the photographer going, well, you know, I can see these beautiful mountains and I can see this picturesque landscape, but what exactly am I going to focus on? And I think for me, I love photography for the reason that, you know, you can start with something big and you can kind of hone in and refine what it is that you're looking for. And I think, you know, a lot of the process was very much about that.
I love it. It's definitely a completely different way of looking at, like you say, looking at Melbourne, looking at the Yarra, exploring, I guess, your home city in a way that I don't know if I've seen work like that before.
Hats off to you once again, Nicholas. You know, I popped into your last exhibition at Magnet Gallery at Docklands. That's where it was, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Great.
Yeah. And really captivating, you know, big pieces, and there were some pieces that were, what's the word I'm looking for? Sort of, you know, that contemporary kind of obscure kind of reference. And so, but when it was in place with all of like the portraits and the group shots of the family from it was the Tiwi Islands.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, family group from the Tiwi Islands. You know, it really sort of just helped to bring that whole story and land together in the exhibition. There's a question here from Lisa Leach. She said she's been contemplating printing monochrome on linen. What fabric did you choose?
Yeah, so the prints that I've done for the show are a crepe fabric, which means that they've got a little bit of texture. The fabric has a little bit of texture. One of the things that is really paramount when choosing a fabric is like the opacity of the fabric. How well does the print hold on the fabric? And there are I saw some really beautiful examples of photographers who have printed on really transparent fabric. So the print, the light will come through the back of it, which creates really interesting opportunities. Like if you were to hang two prints behind one another, they sort of would merge. But for me, I wanted a little bit more opacity than that. I felt like the really transparent fabrics, the image got lost. The colors of these images are quite important. So I wanted them to be preserved, and I wanted the bold, the boldness of them to really come through in the print. I really think monochrome prints, was that the word that was used?
Yeah, printing monochrome.
I think that would work superbly well. One of the things that I found through the fabric printing process was that in some ways, the simpler the image, the clearer the contours, the more successful the result was.
And did you have to find a specialist printer who could actually facilitate this? How did you land in that position?
Yeah, that's so that was something that I'd never done anything in that field. I think I might have said that at the start of the podcast before. So so I went to a place. I'm happy to give them a shout out. The Next State Prints in Thornbury. They did a terrific job. The first thing they did is they showed me, I think, about 60 different types of fabrics, and that was overwhelming. And as you could imagine, there were sort of very subtle differences sometimes between them. And then from there, we created they called them swatch samples, where a part of my image would be produced on the different fabric type. So in some cases, I used the same image and had it produced on different types of fabric. And then I nailed it down to 3 or 4 that I liked. And then I guess my decision was sort of based on what I said before, the ability of the fabric to hold the opacity of the print. But that was also informed by the context, which is that it's going into a gallery space and it's going to have a white wall behind it. So if you were going to hang them, from a ceiling, or you were going to look at a different presentational method, then you may make a different choice.
There's so much involved, isn't there? Especially when there's a little bit of transparency, even the form that might be behind it, whether it's a wall or a corner or a window, that all changes how that print looks. It's almost it's a multi-dimensional kind of look at it, really.
Absolutely. But that was sort of what, in that way, I felt that the printing process kind of reflected the conceptual aspect of what I was doing with the photography anyway. So it was sort of a way of extending that that tension between surface and depth. I found it really really rewarding.
Yeah, I bet. Well played. I think you've chosen a really great medium that just syncs up harmoniously with the style of images that you're capturing. I think there's a lot to be said there for your choices, and I think I think you've made some great choices. I think that it sounds like a wonderful way to and also given that the theme is water, seeing that fabric, that your images on fabric must be amazing. So let me just recap for everybody before we let Nicholas get on with his evening. So the Yarra Reflections on the River, I've put the link in the chat already. So whether you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, or
we'll put it in the description too as well, because the chat will disappear later. So if you're listening back later on, we'll throw it in the description on YouTube and on Spotify and all that stuff.
So Yarra Reflections on the River. It is at the Blender Studios, which is in West Melbourne, Victoria, on Thursday, the 11th of September, from 6 p.m. to 7:30 is the opening evening. But the festival itself runs from the 6th to the 28th of September. And there's quite a bit to look at. So if you're interested, learning a little bit about the history and culture around the Yarra River, there's plenty there. There's lots happening. But yeah, Nicholas, thank you so much for jumping on and sharing this great news with us once again. Wonderful to catch up with you and see that you're just as productive as you were the last time we spoke, and you're continuing to look for new and unique ways to tell stories. And I think that's, full credit to you that, you're taking paths that are not often traveled. And often that's when we meet the most resistance or find ourselves in the most trouble. But, full credit to your grace in doing so. But we wish you all the very best with the opening. And you said there's a book that's also coming along as part of it?
Yeah. So if I could just very quickly indulge you. So I've made this book, which is, I suppose, similarly, in a way, radical as this is a book without a spine. So it opens up like this. This is a little piece of writing that I've done to explain the project and what it is. And the book actually sits in this fabric. So the pages are folded in a way, but they sort of relate to each other. This is the piece of elastic that runs down the middle, binds it together.
Oh, wow.
The back of the book is what I've done here. This photo here was made on the first day, that day when I told you I was sitting on the train looking out the window. Saw the Yarra, and the light was not particularly good that day. But I made this photo, and the photo, to me, it reminded me of a bunyip, and it brought.
Gosh, that takes me back.
Well, it had that effect on me, Greg, because when I spoke about the project as being to try and reconnect with my birth city, I mean, my favorite childhood book was The Bunyip of Berkeley's Creek. So. And the cover actually opens out, so it contains you can see all the images that are in the pages, and underneath each image is the longitude and latitude coordinates. I mean, we were speaking about AI and technology a little bit before. Well, I got the GPS coordinates that were recorded when I made each of these photos and used as a caption, so people can put those coordinates into Google Maps, and you can get a photo of the exact location where I made the image. So if people want
it's amazing.
Go back,
that's a great idea.
That's so clever. That's so clever, Nick. Well done. And the book will also be available.
It's a limited edition book. I've got 100 of them produced. So they're all signed editions, and it will be available over the course of the exhibition for sale. So that it's just something special to take away, and just offers a new entry point, I think, into the work. So
really creative and clever. Well done.
Once again, I really appreciated the opportunity to talk last time, and tonight again. It's such a privilege to be able to talk about photography with people that love to talk about it. It's incredible. So thanks. And thank you, everyone.
No, thank you. Thank you for thinking of us to share that with us. I hope to be able to make it down to your opening night. So I'll catch up with you then.
Yeah, that'll be fantastic, Greg. Well, look forward to seeing you and anyone else that would be interested in coming.
Yeah. So once again, everyone, the link to the event page where you can actually book an RSL, you can reply and let the event organizers know that you're coming. That'll go in the show notes and the description below. But once again, Nicholas, great to see you. Thanks for dropping back in. And look, we wish you all the very best with the exhibition and with whatever comes along your way next. We have no doubt that it'll be creative and colorful. So all the best.
Thanks so much, guys. Have a great evening.
Work.
Thanks too.
Thanks.
See you, mate.
Bye.
There you
Very
go.
cool. I can't believe he's got another exhibition already. That makes me feel lazy.
Yeah, although granted, the first one took him a decade, but We'll let that slide.
well,
we'll
I
let
haven't
that
done
bit
any.
slide.
The second month.
Yeah, it made up for it. But yeah, really
so
fascinating.
cool. Great
Fascinating
idea.
approach to something that we all just walk past. You know, well, you guys don't because you.
No,
you don't. But you know,
we could do one of the Bendigo Creek.
Hey, thanks, Dennis. Dennis says,
what's the
oh,
no, not the creek. We walked over it last time I was there. The canals, the
That's the
Bendigo
creek.
canals. Is
That's
that the
the Bendigo
creek?
that's the
Yeah,
creek.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
It only
not
flows
much
when
water
it's,
in it.
raining.
And smells terrible. Dennis says, Dennis, School of Light, Dennis, says, Justin, you look way cooler, smarter, and wiser. Must be the Kiwi air. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm always pretty cool, wise, and smart. He also says, oh, and my GFX 100S review is nearly done, Fuji Geeks.
He said it before I did.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
I was laughing the other day, Greg, because on Thursday it took you an hour and 42 minutes to say Fuji.
I was very well behaved, Jim.
You were. I noticed.
Being respectful of our guest and his poor choices for camera gear.
Poor choices.
You know, and yeah,
it seems to be working out okay for him.
I let it
He's
ride.
doing a good job.
Just using Canon gear. He's doing okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have to pay for it. I mean, anyone can take photos. It's a free camera. I shouldn't be saying that. It's terrible. Sorry, Jeff. I'm joking. You are a master.
Speaking of Jeff, we should. Okay, let's move to the. We better get the show rolling. Let's move to the comments, viewer comments, because we'll bring up some comments from Jeff's episode.
Because we've been on time, Justin, and you're back.
I know, but
suddenly you guys are late.
The music worked, and guess what else we've got back?
Didn't last week.
Oh no! Dang it! I had my volume down. Man, I'm still getting my.
We're back on track.
All right, Dennis is out. Catch you soon. We'll see you on the replay, Dennis. Viewer comments, because we've got some comments. Let me bring my screen up.
We won't see him; he'll see us.
Yeah, I'll see him. I can see through YouTube Studio. I can see people while they watch. That's how it works.
That's very distressing.
That's creepy.
I need to rethink my watching habits. Yeah.
Let's start at the top here. Paul says, great show, guys. This is on the Jeff Cable episode. So Jeff Cable on Thursday's show, if you haven't listened to it, make sure you listen to it, because it was great. And it was a dream interview that I challenged Greg to track Jeff down, and Greg did it, which is quite amazing. And Jeff was wonderful with his time. He didn't rush us, and he answered all of my silly questions. We nerded out on Canon gear, and
such
we
a character too.
He's a character,
isn't he? He's like
we could have had him for another 2 hours.
You could do a second part to that straight away. So shot 8 Olympic Games, and we did talk quite a bit about his Olympics, but it was really fun to dig into everything else that he does, the business that he runs, the tours that he runs. Like he's an event shooter. He's done a lot. And
he does a lot.
Later in life, I'm guessing we're not 100% sure. I didn't want to ask him how old he was. He looks great, however old he is, but sometime in his 40s left a very successful full-time career as
marketing.
As a marketing. I'm pretty sure it was with Lexar at the time. If not, it was maybe with the next company that he was with. But he was the marketing director for Lexar. That's Lexar, as in the company whose cards we all have used, and hard drives and all the other stuff that they make. So he's the marketing director for that. He left to build his own photography business and shoot the US Olympic team. So
and smashed it.
Didn't
just start a business. I'm sure that it wasn't all roses, and I'm sure that there was some scary moments for him. But having spoken to him, there's just that confidence of, I'm going to make this work. It has to work. I'm going to make it work. And still blogs. And his blog gets massive readership. So if you want something interesting, go check out his blog. You can subscribe to it, and he'll email you the new articles and stuff. But everyone's given up on blogging in the photography world except Jeff Cable and Greg and us,
and us, and his is actually working great. So
I heard it. Thanks.
I wonder if you would catch that.
Wow.
Okay. Anyway, so
blood, sweat, and tears for nothing.
On to the comments. Paul says, "Great show, guys. Very disappointed to miss the live stream, but great to hear from Jeff and his fascinating camera life." Yes. That was a good pun. I like it, or whatever. Yeah. Yes, that's work getting in the way again. And no, Greg, I can't feign illness. Yeah, you can. Full of sicky.
Gave you some great tips on how to get away with it, but you know.
And Tim Siama says, great, insightful interview as always, fellas. Yeah, I think our questions were
Well,
you
know what?
But
he actually said, I think we did because, you know, we don't toot our own horn often, but to get a big person like that in who's been interviewed, I mean, if you look at his YouTube channel, there's just interviews. But a couple of times he said, oh, no one's ever asked me that question, or no one's ever asked me a question that way. So, you know, I think we're onto something.
We are. We're great.
We should start a podcast or something.
Yeah, we should. And blog.
We should.
Yeah.
Dennis, School of Light, says, missed the live. Actual work happened. Oh, work again. But looking forward to this. Look, Dennis is at 8,999 subscribers, basically.
Let's just
if you're not subscribed to the School of Light, just go there now and do that. Actually, don't go there now. Go there after the show and do that.
Yeah.
Don't leave us.
Don't close on me.
And then call your mum and ask her to subscribe to our channel, please.
Yeah.
We just need people. No, we don't really.
All right, more comments. Going back to last week's random show featuring Samantha Olsen, Andrew Connor -W4M says, good episode, nice interview. Okay. Book just ordered. That's awesome.
Hey,
I feel like nice interview we could level it up to like amazing interview, but anyway.
Beggars can't be choosers. But Sam
it was a good episode though.
Yeah, Sam says, thanks, Andrew. Hope you love it. We value your feedback. And also we've got Russell Charters commenting, I got Samantha's book in the last week or so. Amazing reference reading, checking out spots along the Great Ocean Road. It's a huge book. Well done, Sam. Yeah, how many pages was it?
Several million.
Yeah, massive.
Like it's
biggest.
I can't lift it one-handed. Yeah. I'm very weak. I'm a very weak city boy, but there's Sam's book.
Greg, if you lift that book 20 times a day, you'll be jacked.
I know. You need these at your CrossFit, place. Look at it.
That is mad. That's bigger than when she said it was bigger, but that's bigger than I expected.
No, this is trimmed down. So the first run that she had done, I think it was twice as thick because the paper stock that the printer chose was too thick. So
can you hold it on next to your head?
Yeah.
Something for reference. So that's a standard size iPhone. You don't need to see the screen. So it's almost
thick as
just
an
for
iPhone,
it. Just quickly, can everyone just hold that up again, Greg? That phone, just hold it up. Just hold that phone up. He doesn't use a case.
No, I don't.
Just everyone, just soak that in. Wow. He just rolls caseless.
But while we're talking about Sam's book,
you did that for how many days, Justin?
I was like, iPhones are not meant to be used with cases. The design, they've worked on it for years. I'm not using case anymore. I smashed it the next day. Dropped it.
You were so sad.
All I've got is a glass screen thingy, but I don't need a case. The case makes it too bulky. It doesn't slip nicely into your pocket.
Yeah, but
I like the quick draw action. Hello, Greg Cromie, Camera Life Podcast. That's how I answer the phone. So, anyway.
All right, more comments. What else we got?
The only question I wanted to ask Sam, which you didn't get to ask, was I wanted to know how does she, is she driving a truck around Australia with her tour to carry all those books?
Yeah, small forklift.
All around.
Gas powered.
Yeah.
It's slow. She'll get
sort of semi, just following her along.
She was telling us that when they were being delivered, was it her dad told her or someone told her that she can't keep them in her house because they were so big and heavy, the floor would fall through.
Yeah, or the garage, I think as well.
Or somewhere like the floor wasn't.
He did that. They did the math on how heavy the books were, and it was
and the floor wasn't rated for it. That's how heavy. But Roy Bixby's jumped in with a classic comment. I miss the huge coffee tables book. So do I.
Yeah, me too. Photography books are great. I need to buy some more. I'm gonna bring all my photography books to BFOP for our because we got a cool little Airbnb. You still coming up, Jim?
I think so. That's the plan.
Oh, that's not as confident as I'd hoped.
Every time it just gets a little softer.
I'm going to try and extend our accommodation to the Wednesday.
Oh, okay. All right.
So we could rock up, cruise over on the Wednesday and that's the plan.
Yeah.
I don't know if let's see if they replied to me. This will make for good podcasting. Do you guys want to watch me check our accommodation booking?
I'm going to jump into some comments while you do that. Gareth, cases for phones are the equivalent of lucky straps for cameras.
That's
Fair
right.
call, Gareth.
Yeah,
And,
mandatory.
And Greg only used the wrist strap, so that might explain the
what.
The wrist strap is like the no case of
The
iPhone,
no case of
maybe.
Look, I just don't need to bulk it up. It's nice and small, and
I agree. As Jim said, I told him, I was like, I proclaimed, I'm like, I'm no longer using cases. This is not how humans were meant to iPhone. It goes against
my partner Sash.
History.
She always gets the Pro Max, like so the big one, the bigger version.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
And she has to get one of those. What's that brand? Caseify. They do some really chunky cases, and they've got a little window for the lenses because she'll be asleep. Because so she falls asleep scrolling social media. It's just the way she shuts off. And sometimes I'll catch her scrolling in her sleep, but every now and then the phone would just be propelled across the room for some reason. She'll just and the thud it makes.
Does it ever hit you? Just like launched into you?
I have had it dropped on my head once. Yeah.
Is that the reason for the house renos, Greg? Just to patch up the walls from all the iPhones flying in the
iPhone
holes?
holes.
It's just perfect, like wedges into the
little slots.
Yeah, little slots everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing she buys Apple Care. You know
I don't know. No, she just spends a lot of money on cases.
Oh, John Pickett. John Pickett says we are at BFOP Wednesday to Wednesday, taking a full week. Oh, nice. Well, that's very cool. Probably end up drinking a lot of beer. Me too. And I'm bringing us a lot of steaks. We're gonna have steaks everywhere. Just the house will be full of steaks. I'm gonna bring my barbecue.
Right. Well, now I'm a bit more excited.
Yeah.
Now Jim's coming.
Now Jim's
coming. Me too, Jim.
Because
we're a family of 8 here in South Yarra, right? And so I can't buy steaks.
Why not?
Because everyone wants one. And so I can't afford 8 good quality steaks. It's just too much money. So Justin's bringing steaks it's got to be like my annual meat fest. Oh, that sounded wrong.
Yes, it will. It will be a meat fest.
You're going to turn our Airbnb into a meat fest.
Okay, podcast.
What is that?
Someone's going to clip that, Greg.
Probably be my son.
Hang on. There's no way to. So Yelena's asked in the chat. She's probably not there anymore. She's probably gone to bed. Yelena asked in the chat before, when do you launch memberships? All right, so.
No, she's still there. She said Jim loves the feed.
Oh, did she? Oh, yeah, cool. Jim loves the feed. Yep. So Yelena said, when do you launch memberships? So today, I actually launched memberships on this YouTube channel. Memberships are like a thing that, I don't know, you guys may not have seen them, but some channels have them where you can like pay a recurring monthly fee. Now, if you do decide to do that for us, we'd love it. It's amazing, supports the show, but you don't have to. The main reason I was prompted, it was something that was on my mind, but I was like, we'll do this in a year or two when we're, better at our jobs of podcasting. But YouTube hassled me and said, if you launch a membership program before September 5th or something like that, that they'll actually give us money.
Oh,
like YouTube will. So I was like, fine, we'll do it then. So, but I don't know how to bring up. Let me see if I can find to show you what they are, because I thought they were funny and fun. And there's actually quite a good perk on one of them, and 2 of them actually. Where are we? How do I get to our channel? Here we go. Your channel. How do I get to our own channel?
Nothing but professionals here, folks.
Just while we're waiting for Justin to work out the internet, Paul Henderson said, Greg, just buy 1 good steak for you and 7 cheap and nasty for the rest of the family. When asked, they are all from the same butcher.
Yeah, we'll blame the butcher.
And then make sure you mark your, don't let someone else cook them, and make sure yours is well marked. Don't accidentally feed yourself the shit one.
Mine will be the marbled Wagyu. So you can pick mine a mile away. It'll be that thick. Be the size of Sam's book. It's been that long since I've had good steak.
There's no way for me to see our membership things. This is crazy. Can one of you bring up, because I'm in our YouTube channel, so can one of you bring up our YouTube channel, but from your YouTube?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, look, it's us.
I don't. Oh, maybe they're not even live yet.
Is it the join? Join.
They,
it's join this channel. Yeah, I got this.
Yeah, share it on the pull it up. Pull it up, fingers. Yelena
Why is
says.
he called Fingers? I don't want to know, but why?
It's an internet joke.
What do I want to do? I want to.
Philip Johnson says, hope memberships are in AUD. Exchange rates are a killer. Yes, they are in AUD.
Jesus.
So if you're in the US, you'll be able to sign up to the best membership. It'll probably cost you 50 cents.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
So you'll have to zoom in, double tap.
I don't like that thing, Justin. I turn it off.
Okay, shorten your window. Your window's too long. Like just drag the bottom up. There you go. You sure you can't zoom in? Oh, we can't read that.
I turned off the double thing.
All right, I can kind of read it. So basically, the lowest one is keep the lights on, and that's $2.99 a month.
And that is AUD.
AUD $2.99, and for that you'll get a loyalty badge and the ability to use a Greg, Justin, or Jim emoji, and an emoji. An emoji I made for a mega pickle who's holding a camera.
Oh, Yelena saying Command Plus.
Oh, Yelena, she's a genius. Command Plus.
There you go. All right.
Okay, and then so the next tier is the Send Greg to Japan tier. That's
I like that tier.
It's $8.99 a month. If you click on that, Jim, it should tell us what additional perks you get.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you get all the original perks plus live chat priority. Well, we pull up pretty much everyone's comments anyway, so I don't know if that counts. You get 20% off lucky camera straps and merch and stuff instead of the usual codes. And priority reply to comments. Well, that I don't know. We'll try and reply to everybody, but
no promises.
We might not. So no promises.
So,
all right, and then sorry, go on, Jim.
I was going to say, if someone wanted to save bulk coin, they could become a member, then buy all their camera straps, and they'd be in front.
Yeah, and then cancel their membership.
Never cancel
straight after it.
Pretend.
I mean,
forget.
You guys do whatever you want. It's just, as I said, YouTube is. I'll see if it's a scam, but YouTube said they would give us money if we set this up. Obviously, they must be making a lot of money out of memberships or something, but. I was like, all right, we'll do it. Anyway, so this one I thought was fun. This is the Mega Pickle Club. I don't expect anyone to do this, but we are going to go over Jim's website later on today. And Jim and I love reviewing websites. Yelena's an absolute wizard at customer workflows. I'm somewhat experienced when it comes to getting people to interface with your business online to purchase whatever service it is that you provide. And Greg is quite the way with words when it comes to online writing. So I decided that for a ridiculously low fee of $59.99 a month, you could have a 30-minute coaching call with me, and I'll rope some of these other Muppets into it as well, depending on what you need, for probably help with your website, photography website, but it could be anything. Whatever you want.
Just chat about your day.
And
by the way, people, this is the first time I'm hearing about this new employment service that I've been roped in for.
I figured it out. So if it's $59.99 a month, YouTube will probably take some sort of cut from that. If me and Jim and Greg and Yelena are on a 30-minute coaching call, we should make $4 or $5 each at least.
Money for jam.
Rick Nelson has made a good point, Justin. I love the 25% off becomes 20% of the fine print.
Okay, I'll fix that. I did. It's a trick.
So Justin's great with websites. Proofreading is his specialty. So
it is not. It is not. I am not about the details. I'm about the general vibe. About just how does it all work? Greg's the one and Yelena, they spell check things.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're there, but certainly don't feel like you need to get involved. But if you do want to get involved, that'd be wonderful. But that's not what this channel's for.
Yeah, it's just there.
Shouldn't the Mega Pickle only be for the people that are paying Mega Pickle?
No, it's not how it works. You sort of, if the emojis always go in the first one. That's how they do it.
Okay.
And the badges and stuff. So the different badges you get depending on how long you've been a member for.
Okay. Oh, those ones.
I made those badges. They're custom.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you make them in Canva?
Yeah, I did. Bruce says, you guys are geniuses.
Justin skipped the learning how to make anything in Photoshop class on YouTube and just went straight to Canva. And look, it is probably easier. So
it's much easier for fast graphics. I'm sure it's not very good for anything else. Nev Clark says, I'd be happy to support you guys because I reckon being on the podcast twice probably maybe about 10 grand worth of business, to be honest.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Can we have half of that?
We need
Don't
to
do the
put
memberships.
we need to put that like a testimonial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
We should just record him saying it, and then we'll play it at the start of every episode.
Gosh, this is going to be a long episode. 30-minute Canva masterclass for megapixels. Anything you want. If there's something that I can help you with for 30 minutes, I'll do it. You just tell me.
Yeah. If you want to learn how to raise a family of 8 on a shoestring budget and still not get called into child protection, 30 minutes is all it will take you.
If you're struggling to get through a particular level on a particular game on your new Switch 2, Greg can get
30
you
minutes.
Yeah.
30 minutes. All I need.
All right. Let's pull you
that
down, Jimbo. There's that. We did that today.
We did.
But where were we? We were pulling up comments. This show's going to be so long. I don't know if we'll look at my New Zealand stuff tonight. Maybe some. We got to look at Jim's website.
Yeah, but it's in the thing.
I feel like you're hiding. Why are you hiding from it, Justin? Just embrace it.
Is it because it's probably extensive, Greg? It's not his 12. There's probably more than 12 images.
David Leporati said, thanks, Steve, for another great chat. Jeff is very inspiring. Shared so much information and knowledge. Greg Cromie, 9939, I don't know who that is, says, thanks, David. Yeah, he was super generous and has amazing insight. And he takes cracking shots. So much talent in one man. I don't know how far. Did you guys do any comments while I was away?
No.
Okay, so I got to go. Wait.
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah, we didn't. We just read the comments on the chat.
On the Curtis Graham episode, motorsport photographer and race car driver, Scepter 1067 says, at 31 minutes in, hit the Civic question and lol, but also a Civic driver and just a fun little car.
Yeah.
My old YouTube review of the RF wide-angle lenses on the R5 Mark II. It's not that old actually. Where I reviewed the 14 to 30. Does that say 14 to 34? That's not. There's
a reason why that's the reason why this video is not doing as well as it could have.
Okay, I compared the f4 to the 2.8 to the 16mm 2.8, and this was before another new wide-angle came out. Anyway, Barry Longstaff. That's a great name.
Oof.
Barry Longstaff 5849 says, excellent review. Thank you very much. Thank you, Barry. I'll reply to that later. Samantha Olsen says some great tips within this video. I think she's replying to her own video. No, she's not. That would be funny though.
Oh, that was Lee. Yeah.
There's Lee Herbert, commercial videographer. That was from a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catching up with him tomorrow.
On the episode 108, the Random Photography Show featuring Bruce Moyle, Lucky Camera Strap says the silence at the start, laughy face. Gosh, that was funny. When I did it on,
it's just an audio every time,
and everyone was just sitting there, just not moving, just waiting for someone to do something. It was awesome.
Waiting for the music.
So please, folks, if you're watching now, please join us for the megapixel level, because clearly we need all the help we can get.
On one of our GFX 100 RF videos, is IBIS really needed? Simon 359 says, if no IBIS, certainly they should have had an f2 lens. F2 on a medium format would be a very tricky thing. I know they do it with a couple of their primes, but the camera would be massive. But maybe 2.8 would have been wonderful. On Nick Fletcher's episode, the one and only Nick Fletcher of BFOP fame. Great episode. If you haven't listened to it yet, episode number 92. Check it out.
Did Nick write this himself?
It looks kind of like it. It looks like this is another Nick burner account, but we'll see how it goes. I'm just going to skim it. What a background of photography Nick has. Amazing. It is so interesting to hear how people get started in their journey. It's the story behind the camera. Love the no fear of showing your work at BFOP. There are so many photographers on so many levels, and they like different genres. The amount of positivity gets swept up in the whole madness of the weekend. This will be my third BFOP. Okay, it's probably not Nick. I don't think it's Nick.
I don't think it's Nick.
Just a fan.
Just sounds like Nick.
It does sound a little bit like Nick at the start. Cannot speak highly enough of their inclusiveness of people's partners put up the rest of us and our cameras. The whole unorganized, haphazard way the show is running is just amazing. Lots of stars. It is a cool thing. We've been interviewing a heap of the BFOP instructors, and we're getting excited.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool actually getting to know them.
It has been fun. It's been fun because I missed half the episodes because I was in New Zealand, and Greg really took the ball and ran with it. But then now I've been editing them all, and so I've got.
I screwed up every single one on purpose because I was resentful of you slacking off in New Zealand while I did all the work. Oh yeah, we'll do the interviews, Matt and Nick. We'll do them, no problem, says Justin, and then he disappears.
Look, that happened. It did happen.
But no, it's fine. It was good. It was fun. A lot of fun.
Look, there's a ton of other. I think we've gotten. Look, we got through a lot. I'll go through these tomorrow and check it out.
Yep.
Reply to them. Rick Nelson says we need a $99 level to become a co-host for one show a month. We could do that.
Yeah.
Done.
What if we got lots of members? We just have to have like 50 co-hosts in one day.
Yeah,
we'll just go live every day.
One a week.
Great. It'll be the best podcast ever. There was a comment up here about, here we go. If anyone wants to have a good steak while in Bright, book into Sirloin's Best in Town.
Yeah.
And
there was also some mention of Tomahawk
Yelena says book early for Sirloins, avoid the disappointment. And Matt says, yes, absolutely. But if you don't get into Tomahawks, is also a good walk-in spot. We will go to Tomahawks. Neil, yes, I do accept Bitcoin. Contact me privately.
Was Tomahawks the place you and I went to on the last day for dinner?
Yes.
Before we went to the after party thingy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really, really good.
It was awesome. Really good. And I think we'll probably try and make an appearance there. Maybe when we get over there on Wednesday.
Yeah, before it gets crazy.
Have a little pre-FOP Tomahawks party.
Yeah, maybe that'd be good. Because then we'll be busy every night anyway, I reckon.
Yeah.
Probably too busy to go there, yeah. That's why I was thinking steaks at the house. Just to get some food in without having to like plan. And then because the problem is if I don't have good food there, I'll end up eating crappy food in a rush because we don't have time to do anything.
Yep.
Anyway.
All right. Let's get to some news.
Yeah. We should probably do that.
All right.
Hang on. I'm going to do it.
Oh, no, she did. We're back.
News and rumours.
Back. All right. Have you got the links open?
Yeah. You tell me what you want and I'll pull it up by the time you get to it.
All right. Let's talk about Fujikina in September. Yeah.
What is this? More Fuji news, Greg?
Yeah. Well, I haven't been able to say it much lately, Jim.
Hang on. What's the difference between Fujikina and Fuji X Summit?
I think Fujikina is the kind of they kind of took it from Photokina, I think, which is gone now. That was the German trade show, yeah, the big one.
Yeah. Is that what Kina is? What's a Kina?
I don't know.
Like a show, like a
I don't know.
Kina Expo.
Shouldn't you know, Greg?
Why should I know?
Because you're a Fuji fanboy.
Oh yeah, that's probably true. So Fujikina is coming up in September. London and Cologne. Is that how you say that? Cologne? That's how you say it. Like
that's how you say that.
Cologne.
Yeah.
So they're talking about that there'll be the GFX Eterna, which is the new
the
cinema camera that's basically, like a pimped up GFX 100S Mark II or 100 Mark II. And also rumors about some lenses. Probably the most prominent rumor for Fujifilm that's going around at the moment, which I don't really understand it, is they're saying that the successor to the Fujifilm X-T30 Mark II would be coming out this year. Again, this is a rumor, nothing that Fuji have said officially, and I don't have one. But they're saying that the X-T30 Mark III will come out this year, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So the XT series, XT1 to 5, that's kind of their flagship photography camera. The XT10 was like the entry level version. So it was It was dumbed down a lot. It didn't have the same processor. It didn't have a lot of the same stuff. Didn't have weather sealing, poorer build quality, those sorts of things. But they kind of stopped. They stopped at the XT30. They made a second one for some reason, and then they never went to an XT40. They just jumped straight to XT50, which came out last year. Our friend Charlie Blevins was part of that release team because it was released here in Australia, announced here in Australia. Anyway, I don't understand why they think an XT30 Mark III is the next logical step for that series of cameras. If anything, an XT52 or an XT40, maybe. It's a weird rumor. Anyway, we'll wait and see. But having said that, there should be some surprises coming out of Fujikina later this month. It's happening, isn't it? 18th to the 21st in London, and then the 25th to the 28th in London, and then again 27th to 28th in Cologne. So no doubt we'll cover some of that stuff. And stay tuned.
That definitely sounds like words from a guy that has an NDA.
It does not. What? I don't know. I don't anymore.
There might be some exciting things. Stay tuned.
Well, there might be. You never know. Never know. You never know. Let's jump to the next news segment, which will make Justin very happy and his friend Jeff. Canon leads the global camera shipments of 2024. I know it feels like old news, but sometimes it takes them a little while to collate all this data.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Greg? Getting your Canon news from Sony Alpha rumors?
Well, Canon had it on their rumor site, but this had better. It just looked better. All right. It's the same story. What does it matter?
Look at that. That's a
piece
of the pie. Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, look at all the Nick on there.
Oh, Fujifilm.
Fujifilm closing in, Jim. Got to say.
That's didn't think that pie would look like that.
Yeah, I don't know if
even all of these together aren't as big as
it's
Canon.
Yeah, it's pretty massive. Good on them. Like, they're selling killer products.
So hang on, what is this camera shipment share by manufacturer for 2024? Okay. So that's shipment. So they might have just slammed them all into retailers, and the retailers can't sell them, but they couldn't do that. That wouldn't last very long.
No, you couldn't do that forever.
Couldn't do that for very long.
But they also had a very similar share if you go down in 2023. If you scroll down a little bit, Greg. The 2023
Justin's got it open. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So
it's similar numbers. So if you look at that,
Fuji has crept up quite a bit. That's a big jump for them.
Yeah, it's the X half. Wop, wop, wop. No, I'm kidding. I think it is. Apparently, everyone keeps saying it's actually going really well.
Yeah, it's selling, and the XM5 is really popular, and the new XE5.
The XE5 is going to. That's the camera. That's a very cool camera.
It is a cracker of a camera.
It's pricey, because it's very well featured and it's small and it's well designed. I really like that camera.
Yeah,
that camera might be in Yelena's future, unless I can convince her to have a Canon. I shouldn't have started her on a Q3.
No, probably not. No, because there's no going backwards from that.
I gave her the Canon to use, and she was like, "This is shit." She's like, "There's all these buttons. I don't know where anything. I don't know where anything is." It was. I think it was just there was a lot. There's a lot of buttons.
There is a lot of buttons on the R5 too. Like it's a lot.
Whereas the Leica is quite simple. So a Fujifilm might be a good answer.
Yeah. I reckon get an X100. Next one, DJI.
Wants to change lenses. DJI. Okay. I'm on it.
DJI have released Mic 3 compact wireless microphone system. This is more just this is new. It's updated. It's out. But yeah,
I'm tempted by this. I
was wondering if you would be.
So I use my mics a bit. I don't know if I'm using them enough at the moment to justify an upgrade. So I've got the DJI Mic 2. I've had the DJI Mic 1, and I've had the Rode wireless mics, but not the latest versions.
Oh, the Goes?
No, before that, whatever they were. There's the wireless. Oh, maybe it was the Go. No, I can't remember. Don't know. The one they brought out first, and they had a couple of versions of them before they started doing the Go and the I can't remember. So Bruce Mills right here. So not impressed with the DJI due to lack of 3.5mm input. So basically, it means it's not really a lav. It's not a transmitter for lavs.
So you mean so you can use it like a lav, can't you?
It is a lav.
If you wanted to wire it up with a discrete lav, you can't do that.
I don't think so. You can with mine. I'm pretty sure.
What do you mean? Sorry, this is going over my head.
On mine, hang on, let me bring myself up. On my DJI Mic 2, I need to be over here. On my DJI Mic 2, there's a 3.5mm input for a lavalier mic. Now, it's not a locking input, so the pros like Bruce would still be like, ugh, but it does work. So this
little, isn't it?
This becomes the transmitter, whereas traditionally, like a transmitter for a lav was like this big, and that would get taped, like sat in their pocket or, like tucked somewhere, hidden somewhere or whatever. And then these smaller wireless mics have just become the microphone no lav needed. So Bruce is saying, no, you cannot with the Mic 3 add a lav to it so you can have better audio and hide it. And that's the key difference. So it's kind of like they're going, look, we don't care to play unless they might release a pro version, like a lav transmitter, maybe, but you would think if they were going to do that, they would have released it at the same time.
You think so, yeah.
But they also might be like, we don't give a shit. We'll let some other brands play in that space because they want to make this as small as possible for creators. And that it is smaller. And
let's face it, a lot of the younger creators love the fact that you can see their microphone. They hang it off their baseball cap. They have it really prominent, or they put it on a little stick or something.
Yeah. And honestly, when you're just making a YouTube video, it is way easier than fucking around with a lav. It's just something that gets in the way. It's a pain in the ass. And so
everyone wants better audio. That's what they want. Right. They don't care about polished. The look. Like, I'm not going for polished TV.
That being said, when I was using this, sometimes with a t-shirt, this is really annoying. It's heavy, it's big, and it like drags the t-shirt down. That's okay with a hoodie. Like I can clip it on, it just sits there. But on a t-shirt, it was annoying. That's why people clip it onto their hats and stuff. So this smaller, lighter version is a big plus for something like that. Bruce Moyle says, hiss, boo. You professionals, Bruce. So I don't know. It's a good upgrade. Would you upgrade from the DJI Mic 2? No. Not if you're budget conscious. Not if you don't need. So this apparently has the capacity to have 4 mics to 1 receiver, which I think is probably the biggest plus. But, and I believe, I don't know if this is true, it can interface with some Sony cameras. And I think it's only Sony at this point. That can actually get you 4 independent tracks recorded. Yeah, Canon can record 4 independent tracks, 4 channel. Yeah, and so, but Canon, I don't think interfaces with this in any way currently. But Canon does have the capability to record 2 through the hot shoe and 2 through the 3.5 input. I don't know. It's a good upgrade, but it's not something like you need to run out and buy unless you need. But the ability to have 4 mics, even if they just sum into your input, so you can't independently edit the audio tracks, but you get 4 clear mic signals for someone that's just gunning with more than 2 people. That could be a big benefit. So
Bruce has said, only Sony, which is a useful thing.
I think it is a useful thing. Like if you want to quickly just record 4 people talking, this is probably the fastest and best quality you could get. Yeah. Just quickly clip 4 mics onto people, point a camera at them, and get clean audio. You can edit the levels of later. That's stuff that we just didn't have on systems this small.
Yeah.
Bruce is mixed. Uses both Rode and DJI Mic 2 systems amongst others. Yeah, I've gone from Rode to DJI, and the biggest advantage with DJI before Rode caught up was the charging case was great.
Yeah.
Rode didn't have that kind of thing.
Yeah.
The fact that you can't put these away in the DJI Mic 2 with the fluffy windscreens on them is lame, and you can actually do that on the DJI Mic 3.
What do you mean? Mine fits.
Yeah, that this one doesn't. So it was
Is yours different to mine?
Yeah, mine's the Pro. Mine's like the professional one.
Oh, sorry,
Mic
I've got
2.
the Mic 2 Minis.
So yours is closer to this system, but with less professional features, but it's similar size and form factor to this system. Yep. Mine's got professional features like this system, but it's the older, large form factor.
Right. Okay. Sorry, I thought they were the same.
It is an interesting choice though to drop that 3.5 mil jack.
It must have saved us a ton of space.
Well, look at how much crap Apple. I mean, not that Apple cared; they didn't go backwards on it when Apple dropped it from iPhones. Everyone hated on them for doing it because people people still liked having wired earbuds or headphones.
Yeah. I guess they've just done enough market research to be like, well, we might lose 10% of the segment, but we'll be the market leader in everything else.
I mean, they're slick products. There's no doubt. Yeah, they're great products. They're doing amazing things at the moment.
Yeah.
Let's jump to the next story. Talking about the new Laowa 200 mil, Justin. Fresh look.
Wow, we're an hour and 16 in and we're still at the news. I think we're going to have to restructure this show.
Yeah, right. I'll speed it up.
No.
So we talked about this last week, I think, and the week before. The rumor's been floating. It's been confirmed. Last week we sort of said, they've said it's definitely happening. And now it's a real thing and people are testing it in the wild. You can get it in blue or grey. It's for E, Z, and FE mount. Which is great.
EF mount? Like as an old Canon?
EF, yeah.
Oh.
EF, yeah. Price is still unknown, but it's 1.6 kilos. Although I have seen a different measurement at another site, so don't quote us on that. But it's a beast. A 200 f2 is a pretty stunning piece of glass.
Lens, yeah, I remember seeing the Nikon F mount one, and it was big.
Yeah,
I wonder if they'll do you reckon what do you reckon the quality would be like on this thing?
Laowa are pretty good.
Yeah,
they often do these obscure, out of the average photographer's kit kind of lenses. I think we talked about it last week. Macro, wide angle, tilt shift, those special probe ones that people use for filmmaking. They do really sort of fringe stuff, and they do it quite well. So
Bruce Moore says Blackmagic cameras use EF still, and Canon do as well. And I guess it's just because they can't make it for RF, and I'm assuming it's very simple for them to do that mount. But I'm interested, like quality wise, that Nikon 200 f2 is well regarded as one of the just the great sharp iconic lens that's fast enough to be able to use for sports, indoor sports and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I know it's APS-C, but the Fuji 200 f2 is pretty renowned too. Andrew Hall uses it for car photography for motorsport events.
Pause the news for a moment for a quick question from Jason Rogers. Can I ask a question? What's the best/quickest way to transfer photos to a laptop during a football game using Nikon D7200 and an Acer laptop? Oof. Well, the fastest way would most definitely be a card reader. And you would
get a Z9 and a MacBook Pro. That's how I would answer that question.
Look, if you can upgrade to a camera that has fast cards and a MacBook Pro, that'd be better. But no. So D7200, you want a nice fast card, and does your Acer laptop have a built-in card reader? And if it doesn't, you want to make sure your card reader is as fast and capable as possible as well. And otherwise, you don't want to be doing anything, mucking around with anything wireless or anything like that, or even plugging the camera in. That will be slow.
Takes forever.
It takes forever. You want to slam the memory card in a nice fast card reader, and
you can you set up like auto ingest in Lightroom, or is that only like a photo mechanic thing?
You might be able to, but I would even look at potentially just doing Yeah, Lightroom's pretty fast, but if you want to get Photo Mechanic, if you're going to be doing this a lot, otherwise I really liked Fast Raw Viewer as well. You could try that. It's a lot cheaper if you're shooting RAW.
Currently using Alexa card reader.
Yeah.
I would also say, Jason, if you do, I would get 2 cards, like so you can be shooting on one and ingesting, setting up your ingest on the other. So you kind of not like there's no down.
Them.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
swapping them out as you ingest, so that on the cards will be a bit jumpy, but it'll ingest nicely into the computer, and then you still camera's ready to go.
Yeah. So it just depends what software you're going to be using to edit, whether you're going to shoot JPEG or RAW, and if you want to spend the money on Photo Mechanic, or if you want to try something like Fast Raw Viewer, or there's probably a few others now. But I actually liked Fast Raw Viewer, but Lightroom for me now is fast enough, but that could be different on your laptop. It's running really fast for me on a late model, highly spec'd MacBook Pro.
Yeah.
But
the other thing you could do as well, Jason, is have a look at last week's guest's YouTube channel. So Jeff Cable, he's the photographer for Team USA, the Olympics squad, and he was our guest last week, and he talked about his deadline is like 14 minutes to get an image, clean it up, and send it away. So he might have, because he shares everything. He's not a gatekeeper. He loves educating people. It's a big part of what he does, and there might be a YouTube video about it or 2 on his channel. So maybe even check him out and go from there.
Yep. Nev Clark agrees. Run 2 cards, swap them out every 10 minutes or so, or whatever works for how fast you're filling your cards up. Invest in good high speed cards. It'll speed up your flow through the camera, so you don't buffer out as fast, depending on how fast your camera can process the images, but it'll also speed up your transfer onto your computer. So back to the news.
I'll run through quickly. We don't need to bring up any images. I'll just run through the last few bits because they're more just sort of, headlines. The first one is that apparently Canon EOS R7 Mark II is out and about in the wild. Rumors of it have been seen floating around. People are probably testing it, reviewing it, all that sort of stuff. There's been some leaked images of an upcoming OM system, Mzuiko. Is that how we pronounce it? Mzuiko?
No idea.
It's a digital ED 50 to 200 f2.8 stabilized pro lens coming 10th of September. We'll get back to you on that one when it's actually a thing, and we'll bring up some official images on it. And finally, the last little bit of news worth sharing is that Viltrox, very popular third-party lens manufacturer and developer, they've joined the L-Mount Alliance from today with Leica. So they're making lenses. They'll be making official L-Mount lenses
That's
for
cool.
Leica as well. So yeah, but that's the news.
Did you guys already talk about that X2D Mark II Hasselblad last week?
We talked about it's coming. Yeah, I think last week it was just teaser images, but it's definitely out and about now.
It's out. Have you? So everyone's saying it's a game changer. What do you think?
If you've got $7,400 US, that'd change any game, wouldn't it?
Are you just sad because it makes Fujifilm's medium format stuff look not as good?
No, it doesn't. I don't feel that way. But it does use a LiDAR technology for autofocus.
Yeah, because so Hasselblad is DJI, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, it's very interesting. Obviously, yes, this is. I mean, it's a lot of money. So that's 7.3 US. So it's probably
that's US
20,000 Australian dollars. So it's but like internal 1 terabyte SSD. I'm not sure. I haven't actually watched many of the reviews on it or anything like that because again, we probably won't be buying it. But 5-axis 10-stop in-body stabilization.
Imagine all the videos you can do, Justin.
3.6-inch screen.
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it would be. It'd be interesting to see how it shoots in like real world.
Yeah,
it's always always going to be slower, and it's a medium format. But I'm sure people that were shooting pro medium format 10 years ago would probably play with one of these and be like, holy shit, this is fast.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But compared to your Z8s, it's going to be slow.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, the cost and weight and size of the lenses is significant. You know, it makes a really big kit, like a GFX would, but you know, the glass is really, really pricey, but beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just that top level, isn't it? It's just that top level where, you know what, you say, fuck it, I've got $30,000. I'm going to go buy a new camera and 2 lenses.
Yeah, but you've got to have it. Like, you know, supercars seem outrageous to some people and great value to others. Like someone will look at that and go, oh, that's great.
Well, if it's really not crazy money to spend for a professional photographer working in a high level, like a demand image, something that demands image quality. It's not, and like you say, if you do only need 1 or 2 lenses for your chosen field, studio, fashion photography or something like that, if you don't need 15 lenses and, you know, a 400 mil and a, you know, all that shit that isn't even available for these.
And I think if you need that, then you're on the wrong system.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Or a photographer that would need that, they'd probably just have 2 systems. So, which is, I mean, that's what Matt Crummins runs now. Even though he's shooting the Fuji, I think he's still got his Sony system for really long, you know, fast stuff. Because the Fuji's not good enough. No, that's not what he said. So, anyway, one more bit of news before we move on. It's not really news. It's kind of a bit of fun news, a bit of AI news that I thought would be interesting. Have you guys heard of? Hang on, let me pull this down and bring this up. Nope. There we go. Have you guys heard of Nano Banana?
No.
Nano Banana.
Yeah, Nano Banana.
No, can't say I have.
Oh.
Is it in the news section?
No. I don't like to plan. I just like to bring things up. Has anyone in the chat heard of Nano Banana? It's starting to make the rounds this week. It is Google Gemini flash image, Google Gemini 2.5 flash image, but its code name was Matt's onto it. It's all over the news for AI. Its code name is Nano Banana, and it is, Greg Carrick heard about it today too. It is an image engine, and I think video as well, and probably other stuff that I don't even know, but generating media and stuff like that. I haven't even started to play with it yet because I was only hearing about it prior to the show. So maybe we can even think of something while we're on here. But basically, it does the Chat GPT type stuff to images. Where are we?
Like our Chicken Man.
Yeah, like our Chicken Man. Maybe we can even play with it now. Bruce Miles, this sounds like a penis joke. Yeah, Nano Banana. So I thought I would throw in a picture, and I was like, let's just play with some stuff. So I threw Greg in there.
No.
It's a picture of Greg that I took. Really like that photo.
Yeah, I do too. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
And you've cut his head off with the Shadow Horizon.
No, it's not. It's just Jim. Just come on. So I was like, I knew the photo that I was going to use. I forgot that I had just exported it in black and white, and I was like, oh, let's try something fun. So the first prompt I gave it was, "Can you turn this into color?" And it did a pretty
Holy
good job.
Shit!
Don't you reckon?
That's amazing. I look buff.
How did it? Someone that knows about black and white. Is there any way? How did it reverse this? How did it do this?
How did it know I was a ginger?
How did it know the lucky straps was gold?
Yeah,
I don't understand. Is there like data that we don't understand?
Maybe EXIF data.
Like, what is it? How did it do this? Training
what color is the
AI on
camera
Greg's
strap?
face. This always goes well.
Wait, what color is the camera strap?
I think it's not quite right, but it's pretty
No,
close.
because it's the black one.
Is it black? Is it?
Yeah, it's the black one. Yeah.
Right.
But still, like the fact
But
that it
everything
knew I
else
was
is
a
pretty
ginger.
close.
Look
Yeah.
at it, yeah.
And the gold in the shirt. The gold in the
Yeah,
shirt.
the gold in the shirt's freaky.
It looks pretty good. Anyway,
It must be hidden EXIF data.
so then I was like, can you make Greg into a photographic explorer on a snowy mountain peak?
Okay. Oi! Look at him. Oh, look how tall I am. Hang
That's
on. My head's
pretty
really
good.
small.
You could put
My
that on
head
your
is
wall,
too
Greg.
small. That's too small. My
I mean,
head.
it's AI still. It's not magic, but
Yeah, but look how little my head is. My torso is like a meter.
You're now 6'5", Greg.
I am.
it's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And I would totally choose khaki. So, you know.
Yeah.
So where do we
What's
go
next?
from here? Anything you want to?
It is a lot of
Anything you wanna
jacket
try?
there, Matt. Yeah.
Can you place Greg in Japan? You won't need the memberships anymore. I mean, we can.
Go on, do it.
Oh, actually, I forgot. So I did. Yeah. So I
no.
forgot. I played with a couple other ones. So it's hard to tell, but Greg is in this spaceman suit, and he's planting the Fujifilm flag on the moon.
Yeah.
That sounds like something
In
Greg
the
would do.
70s, because I didn't want any modern. I didn't want modern moon stuff.
Yeah. Bruce wants you to make me a Bollywood dancer.
A Bollywood dance. Do you reckon?
And
it could
Greg
do
wants
that?
to know how many fingers.
Can you please start fresh and make Greg a Bollywood dancer?
In Japan.
Who has traveled to Tokyo? Does that do?
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see what it does. It's got to be better than Chicken Man for sure.
It's thinking.
We're doing well. Wasting the internet again.
Burning it up.
We're learning. We're learning about Nano Banana.
So this was this just revealed today?
No, I think it's been out for a little bit. I think it's just hit the news cycle today, like the popular news cycle. It's already hit the top of the list of like how many people are using it for stuff amongst all the other AI
Scary
generative engines.
And do you have to pay for it?
No, not so far. I think if you use it too much, you would have to pay for it. Yeah, or it'll like stop you.
Is that what the tokens are on the top right?
I think so.
Yeah.
What is going on? What is going on?
They've included the Fujifilm flag is still there.
Can you zoom in a bit? I can't.
Hang on, I'll try and. I don't think it's. I don't think there's enough res for me to really zoom in. Well, is that Bollywood?
Oh yeah,
stuff?
it's Bollywood.
I don't even
That's
know.
right. Yeah. Go down to my feet. Look at my feet. Why are they pointing up like that?
You've got the shoes on.
Oh my god.
Okay. Anything else, or are we going to stick with that?
No,
I
I think print it and frame it.
That's your new profile picture.
You've got a printer. Print it for me. I'll give it to Sash for a birthday. She'll love it.
That's you.
That would be.
Is that an XE5? No, that would have been the XE4. Oh, X70.
X70, yeah.
It's funny that it's
not a lucky strap though.
It's funny that it swapped from wrist strap to no, in the other ones. Oh, you've still got the wrist strap, but it's added a neck strap. That's where it gets a bit weird.
Yeah, that is my BFOP outfit there, Bruce. You're spot on. Typical Fujifilm shooter.
This is
outfit.
This is great. Jason Rogers says, you guys are making my night. Now, Jason, you do know over on YouTube is where the party is, because you're probably commenting on Facebook all alone. But over on YouTube, there's tons of comments from lots of other people. So if you want to come visit on YouTube, you'll find us, Camera Life.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Yelena says, Greg, your legs are so long.
I've been working on it.
They are long,
and
aren't
now
they?
your legs are long and your body's normal.
It looks like you're supposed to be riding a small horse, like a pony.
Or a mule.
Or a mule. Oh no, it's okay, Jason. It's okay. It's not oops, but it's it's just like you'll probably wonder where all these other comments are coming from, and they're coming from the YouTube live chat.
Yeah, you better say.
Matt Palmer from Alpine Light in Bright. Can't wait to get over there and just hang out at your gallery and annoy you for 3 days. Ask questions. He says, by whatever measures they use, Nano Banana, he shortened it to B, but you got to use its full name, Nano Banana, is outperforming both Midjourney and ChatGPT's DALL-E, which are all the image generative engines. I think this thing can do video and stuff too, actually.
Wow, that's scary.
Can you please make this a video of him dancing? This could take a while, so it can just run in the background.
Oh, that's a fair comment. Paul's made a good point. It wouldn't surprise me if AI scraped pics of the Lucky Camera Straps hoodie and Greg from the web and trained itself to recreate the colors.
I don't know.
That's scary.
That
is scary. But how did it know I was a ginger, and how did it know that was gold? Like, that's crazy.
Do you want me to ask it? After it does this, I'll say, how did you know, when you changed the colors, how did you know Greg was a ginger? I want to see what it says. Also, another wonderful Greg who has a thing for black and white imagery. Greg Carrick says, smash that like button. And I agree, smash it, please. It helps YouTube know that you like us. It's very, very handy. And Paul says, be nice to the machines. I will.
Indeed.
I do yell at it a lot. Not this one, but I yell at ChatGPT all the time.
But not live on air, because he knows the repercussions could be too great.
That's right. I got it.
The machines rise up.
Hang on. I can generate still images, but I'm not able to create videos. However, I can certainly generate more images of Greg in different dance poses or locations if you'd like. Yes,
mix
please.
it up. Surprises.
Random dance poses in iconic locations all over the world. We'll let that go.
Okay. Looking forward to that.
Yep. What else?
Let's talk about New Zealand.
All right. We'll be brief because we're already like way over time. And we're going to do Jim's website review. I don't know. Maybe the chat can tell us what we should do. New Zealand. I was in New Zealand. It was fun.
All right, next segment, Jim.
Yeah,
that's that.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if really what to show you guys, because I've been through the images quickly. I haven't really edited anything. Do you want it? Do you have any prompts for me? Any questions?
You probably need. What would you like to see? You need to show us once you've properly gone through it, edited them.
Why don't you just talk?
But do you want to show us some experience? Have you looked at any, edited any?
I'll have a quick look. Not really.
Bruce
Warner, did you use the 7200? All right. Well, these are only very, very quick. Let's do this. Let me share my screen.
Rick Nelson said, we have time.
We have time. I love it. I love that you guys like to hang. I like to hang too.
Enthusiastic.
I don't need to go to the gym tomorrow. We can stay up late.
We'll go at the same time. We'll go at 9:30 instead.
All right. Let me just move that away and move this away. So these aren't of any general, I haven't culled them in any kind of way, but of the 263 images that I took, that I've sort of trimmed down to maybe I would want to do something with them. And most of these are honestly just for memories. They're not like I was trying to create amazing photos. It was just like I was here doing this stuff. Of those, 56 were with the RF 16 to 28 2.8 IS STM. 4 were with the RF 20mm f1.4. Probably wasn't worth taking it, but I did take some night sky shots with it. But I would probably use it a lot if I was shooting in a city somewhere like Tokyo. I probably would have used it a ton. Jason, you made it.
Hey, Jason.
You made it over. Join the party. The RF20 1.4. Okay. So it's prime wide. I took it in case I did some astro, or in case there was an aurora or something, and I would have been annoyed. But I really probably could have got away with the 16 to 28 for Astro in a pinch. It would have been all right. So
I think there's an aurora warning for today, actually.
Is there? I should have added that into the scenes that it's going to make for you. Oh, it's made the scenes. Is it?
I might be wrong on that, but I'm sure I saw something saying it was tonight.
Surely Grant would be out looking at it.
I might have that wrong.
It hasn't changed. Okay.
Matt Palmer says for tomorrow night.
Oh, tomorrow night. Thanks, Matt. Oh, and Greg Carrick too. Yeah.
Greg said so.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
I guess we'll all be out there together with clouds. Okay, sorry. So where was I at? So 56 with the 16 to 28, my 2.8, which is a lightweight wide angle prime, can confirm is waterproof, tested aggressively. 4 images with the 20mm f1.4, but I would definitely use that if we went to Tokyo or somewhere like that, or night sky, but probably not required for a New Zealandy landscape kind of a trip. If I was cutting weight, that would have been the first one to go.
Okay.
111 with the RF 28 to 70 2.8, and then 92 with the 70 to 200 f4.
Okay.
And how many with the 100 to 500?
If I had the 100 to 500, I definitely would have used that long end, but not enough that I was annoyed that I didn't have it.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. But the 70-200 was, if I didn't have that, I definitely would have felt like a lot of the times I was just taking snapshots instead of being able to like frame something up that's at a distance. So the 70-200 was indispensable. Never missed really having the 2.8 because I wasn't shooting action. So low light, you just handhold it with a nice steady IBIS stabilized image. And the f4 is so much more comfortable to wander around with. That lens kit, that little trio that I've got, the 16 to 28 2.8, the 28 to 70 2.8, and the 70-200 f4 is an amazing lightweight travel lens kit that you can do almost anything with. And then if I added a prime of some sort to that,
nice.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good to go.
So, what prime would you add next time?
Depends on where I'm going. I love shooting with a 50 somewhere, but if it was Tokyo or something, probably the 20. Really, depends.
For sure. Yeah,
really depends on what I'm doing and if there's anything specific I'm doing there. If there's people involved, I'd love to have the 50.
Yeah,
I really like shooting at 28, but that's why I love having the 16 to 28 and the 28 to 70. And although I would love to have a 28mm prime, Canon don't make one yet that's a low aperture, a wide aperture.
Yeah.
Greg Carrick says, did you use all the gear that I took? No, I didn't use any of my Osmo Pocket 3. I didn't end up feeling the desire to make a YouTube video. I wish I did, but I didn't want to.
Yeah. And that's probably important to listen to yourself and go, like, this doesn't have to be a content work creation, work thing.
Yeah. And I just didn't, I didn't feel the need to. But so that means I didn't use that, and I didn't use my microphones. I used my GoPro while I was snowboarding, which was pretty cool. I used my 360 camera while I was snowboarding, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's important to do some stuff like that.
You want to see
and they're not big bulky bits of kit either, are they?
The sorts of snowboarding runs we were doing, like this.
Oh, so you did the heli tour? That's right.
Yeah,
not the tour, but you were dropped off at the top by helicopter, weren't you?
We were.
How was that?
It's pretty cool. I used the tripod that Yelena carried over for me.
You did use it?
Yeah, only for a couple of night sky shots. And again, I could have got away without it, but Yelena and I did have fun getting out and shooting the night sky. I'll show you a couple of those. I haven't edited anything, but these are just snapshots. So that this guy was on my heli tour. He hurt his leg. So this is one of the spots we got dropped off at. This is hard to see, but that's a glacial lake.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
there, and then this is the ocean. And you could see both of them from this spot.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So I took a few photos of the crew. I'll find some other. Hang on. So yeah, this is what some of the runs were like. Wide open, just beautiful snow, sunny conditions. We had to wait 3 days and change our plans to get to fly because we had bad weather. John Pickett's asking, did Yelena use the Leica? She did. She used it quite a bit, and we're going to try and convince her to come on the show and talk about it.
Yay.
Cool.
She did use it quite a bit, and we're going to maybe even have a look at her photos if she lets us. We'll see.
Nice.
So that's what some of the runs were like. That's Matt. Matt's cool. Hey, Matt. This is sometimes what it looks like when you're dropping in to a spot, and it's kind of icy and scary because you drop over and it's a lot steeper than you think it's going to be. Yeah. This is the farm where you get picked up from. That's Matt eating a carrot. We get picked up. So these sorts of shots, this is what the 28 to 70 is really handy for. Just being able to like punch in and get a portrait at 70, but then being able to get the scene at 28. I'm not telling photographers what they already know that a 28 to 70 is a good all-round lens, but it is. It's very sharp.
Gosh, it is.
Yelena said, "Gosh, what a boring episode that would be." I don't know. You don't need to know.
No,
just show us some stuff.
It'll be fun.
You just fake it till you make it, kiddo.
Yeah.
This was our chopper on the second day. We had a nice red one. They put our snowboards in this cage, and sometimes when you go up in the chopper to the top, you have to dig a spot for the chopper to be able to land for other people, which is fun. I took photos of Matt and our guide doing the digging.
Good use of your towel.
Yeah, good way to get out of it. I've got to take photos, guys. I'm a photographer.
So we got dropped off above the cloud. This was on a bad weather day, but they found a window for us. So literally other parts of the mountains we couldn't, they had to find spots that were had no cloud cover.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then, that's it's hard to see because this isn't edited, but like you're dropping in here and then you've got these views down to the valley.
Wow. Oh my God.
You can
That's insane.
Yeah,
that is insane.
So how does it work, Justin? Do you ski to the bottom with a guide, or are you just a group of
This dude with the red jacket, he's our guide. So there's 4 people per chopper load, and one guide with those 4 people. He tells us where we can go. We follow him. We don't get in any trouble. Yeah. He's on skis because being a guide on a snowboard is very hard. I have had a snowboard guide before, and it's awesome.
And you don't go past the guide.
You don't go past the guide unless they tell you to, and because the guide that I had, who was a snowboard guide, he wanted photos. So he would be like, I'm going to jump off that thing down there. You go down and get set up. And I was like, they told me never to go in front of the guide. And he's like, nah, you'll be right. And so I'd be just like slowly snowboarding down the run, waiting to get hit by an avalanche. We saw an avalanche.
Wow. Anywhere near you or like far away?
Like what's near enough that for me, but not. We weren't in danger, but we were close enough that everyone pointed and said avalanche, kind of thing. Like as in it was
kind of the last thing you want to hear on a ski field, I imagine.
It was on the same run we were on, but just not behind us. So down here you can see the choppers parked. That's where we had lunch.
Wow.
So that's our chopper pilot waiting there for us. And then we got down, that's Matt falling over. So this was a great
Gosh, it's a long way, isn't it?
Well, this is a third of the way.
Yeah, but look how tiny they are from.
Yeah. This guy fell over. He's got my selfie stick thing, my 360 camera. And that's where the other chopper parked for lunch. And
that's incredible.
See everyone's tracks through here.
Yep.
And how small people are. Oh, is that? No, that's not it. But don't remember. So this is what lunch looks like. So that's our chopper pilot. He's been a pilot for like 40 years. And he's just serving us soup. And there's oranges, and this was for 4 people. They accidentally didn't cancel the full lunch, so for 4 people, that's how many rolls were packed. We get like 3 rolls. There's chicken drumsticks, chocolate cake, It was a full spread, and you're just in the middle of nowhere.
Just standing next to your helicopter.
Standing next to your helicopter.
That's so cool.
Eating a packed lunch, like hot soup, and chicken drumsticks. It was pretty amazing. Another good spot.
Oh, look at
photos.
Yeah.
And what else?
Is that you?
Is that a little photo? Yeah, that was me. And then this is kind of the end of Halley on our way back. This is what the road looks like to get. It's like probably a 45-minute drive from the town we stayed in called Methven. This is which is about an hour and a half from Christchurch. So we're up in the northern kind of end of the South Island. And then, on the way back, you just come across sheep that are cruising around, and then they decide they want to chase the car because they must have thought we had food. So that like all of them just
all the sheep of New Zealand.
All of them.
Came out.
All
of them.
And then these dogs were like, get out of here,
nope.
sheep. And then that's that. And then it's that's when that part of the trip ended, and that's when I caught up with Yelena and we started our adventure in the van.
Cool.
Very cool. Les Oki says, Mount Hutt area. Yes, Mount Hutt area, for sure. Wonderful spot. We got up to Mount Hutt for one morning and we couldn't see anything. It was one of the... You saw all that Halley stuff? Mount Hutt, that morning at Mount Hutt was some of the scariest snowboarding I've done in my life. Like literally.
Oh, really?
So I was following someone who was maybe 3 or 4 meters in front of me and I could barely see them. And then they stopped and they were like, you go ahead. It was like being being blindfolded.
Full whiteout, yeah.
That's full whiteout. And you're just trying to not hurt yourself. Crazy.
It's hard, yeah.
Anyway.
Jason said before as well, hi there, guys. I'm a photographer based in Maryborough. Are you Maryborough, Queensland or Maryborough, Victoria, Jason?
Oh, yeah. You nearby or?
Yeah.
Because we are Bendigo in Victoria.
If you want to see some of the only shots that I took with the 20mm, here's some of where we parked the van to sleep. This was at Mount Cook. So it's like frozen blue icy chunks.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Right above, and that's where we camped for the night. In the snow.
Did it have a heater, that van?
Yeah, it had a diesel heater. Sweet.
Nice.
But I tried to get some night sky shots. These aren't edited, obviously, but I like this one because it's like an erupting volcano.
Yeah. Nice.
So but I don't think it's sharp. There's like a tiny bit of motion blur. I think I was maybe pushing the exposure.
Just a smidge,
Yeah, I think it was 20 seconds at 20mm. I think it was too long.
Yeah.
For a high res sensor. Yeah. See the stars starting to
move a little bit.
Is that Starlink?
It could be any satellite. It's not.
Okay.
I don't think it's one of those. I don't think it's one of those chains. No. But there was a lot in some of them. There was like tons of. I don't know if I put any of them up, but yeah. Anyway, but there's so many photos.
It's a great
trip.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but
no, it is.
But look,
I'm
look at
keen to see
Yelena
more.
being a photographic influencer.
Yeah, that's a great. That's the shot that I accused you of being AI.
Little did you know, Greg, it was your shot that was AI.
Yeah. I'm not even real. This is all just fake.
No.
Yeah. And then it snowed our entire way to this was pretty crazy. I'll just flick through a couple of these and then we'll move on. Snowed our entire way. We drove from Queenstown down to Milford Sound. It was like a 4-hour drive, and then it gets quite windy, high mountain pass, and can be pretty crazy. Well, not crazy, actually, it's fine, but everyone stresses out about it. And a lot of people they won't drive in there, they'll get a bus. And we took a camper in there because, it's how we roll.
Yeah.
But the whole time it snowed. So like through farmland, like this is just farmland.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. And which meant, so then these are the roads coming into Milford Sound as you start to get to the mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
They're all covered. We didn't know quite how special it was because we left the day after there's still snow on the ground, but like all of the mountain snow had like melted in the sunny areas. Because on this day they were in the sun and it's all melting, so there's waterfalls everywhere. And then the next day, all the small waterfalls were all gone the next day, and it was only just the big ones. But yeah, it was like,
that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was like, this, I can't really see. Where is it? The sun's coming through. Yeah. And that's melting snow from the trees, not water. But it was like it was raining.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because the sun's coming through. So we're walking through this bit and it was just like we were in the rain, but it was just melting snow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, some good shots.
Yeah,
it was a fun trip.
Well, that's good.
Really fun. Oh, and I
keen to see some prints of this.
Well, I do have a printer, but I have a bit of a. I don't know if I want to pick on them or not. Save the Wanaka tree for later. I didn't do a very good job of it. I can see why it's so well photographed though, but it didn't have much water around it. What was I going to say? Yeah, I ordered paper and I paid for express shipping, and then from Melbourne, and then I ordered. So I just needed A4 paper, but I was like, I'll get some A3 and I'll get some 5x7, because I've got this printer now, so I might as well have it. But I really just wanted A4 paper, and there's a particular type I wanted, and so then 2 days after I placed the order with express shipping, they emailed to say that the A4 that said it was in stock on their website isn't in stock. And they said, so it should be back in stock in about 2 weeks. Do you want to wait 2 weeks to send the full order, or do you want to pay an extra lot of postage to send the other stuff now and then send the other bit later? And I'm like, they're not dodgy though. They're a good.
No, but that's not how you do. That's not.
Yeah,
that's not how you should do it.
They've always been good.
Putting the burden on the customer.
I kind of think if you muck up and you said something was in stock and you don't, at the bare minimum, you can split the shipment and cover the shipping cost for 2 shipments. And then
for the small extra cost it would.
Yeah. So I said, all right, well, how much will the shipping cost? And I think they said, it'll be $19 or something like that. And I'm like, you probably should have just done. Yeah. You should have just said that to start with.
Yeah.
Is it the same place where we always buy stuff?
It is.
So we've spent like a lot of money there.
Yeah, which shouldn't matter one way or the other. And, but they probably don't know who I am right now because I haven't bought off them for a long time, and it's probably a different email address. So that's not really relevant part of it.
But you treat every customer like they're your best customer.
I think so. I think it's just like they were friendly about it, but I just think they sort of missed the mark there where it's like, hey, we mucked up. Do you want to pay extra so that you don't have to wait 2 weeks to get the items that are in stock?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to complain, but so I haven't been able to print anything on my printer yet, other than the calibration.
Do you want? I might have some paper.
Maybe.
I might have a box.
You might have a box.
Maybe. We can do a segment. What's in the box?
Jim's paper. I'm sure everyone will be thrilled.
No. But like, I actually think I might have a box here because we did a test. I might have used it all, but there might be some.
But yeah, I do plan on printing some of these images. All right, real quick before we move on to whatever's next. Real quick. So we've got Greg in Egypt.
Yeah.
Nice.
Still, they know the Fujifilm is strong with Greg.
They know.
I do.
So here's Greg dancing in Venice.
And he's splashing in the boat.
Yeah, but he's in the boat. That's
sweaty feet. I've got sweaty feet. That's all. My shoes are tight.
Greg at the Eiffel Tower, kicking up a bit of dust
dusty
too, and the sun shining through the dust.
Yeah,
the Fujifilm flag is stuck into nothing.
But the Fujifilm flag also has the opposite lighting of where the sun is coming from.
It doesn't.
Don't overthink it, Jim. Wow, you're at Christ the Redeemer.
Where's my leg?
Oh no, your leg's there.
Yep.
You know what's a big miss? Hang on, this person's holding a flag That's odd.
That's also stuck in the ground.
It's a big miss that Greg's not doing the same
Yeah.
pose, like posing like he's in front of it. That would have been funny if AI was at that level. Oh yeah, on the Great Wall.
A bit
More dust.
Once again, we've got this arm coming in.
Yeah.
The lighting's better on the flag though. The lighting matches kind of matches.
Golden hour. It's golden hour.
Yeah, on the side
but
of his face.
It's not quite. It's the flag
every
lighting
image
is further around.
Notice how every image is backlit, Jim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Maybe
it's learning
it's
from
how
us.
we shoot. It's how we shoot every image at every wedding. Maybe AI trained solely on our website.
Jason, sorry, real quickly, has asked a question. Are all you guys from Bendigo? This is cool. Justin and I are, and Greg is he's very fancy. He's in South Yarra.
Yeah.
I'm posh.
He's posh. We are all from Bendigo. It's where the lucky camera straps are made.
Yeah, handmade in Bendigo.
Speaking of Bendigo, this isn't Bendigo. This is the Sydney Opera House, and Greg is still doing Bollywood dancing.
Yeah, and he's back
still that little. Still someone doing the little flag wave for me.
But the flag is on a pole, but there's another flag being held. It doesn't make sense.
No.
Yeah. Where are we now? Oh yeah.
Oh, now I'm where I belong.
And you're splashing again.
You're splashing again.
Splashing.
I like the splash. It's perfect. And number 10, is that the Brooklyn Bridge? Golden Gate Bridge? I can't remember which one that is.
It's in New York, yeah.
New York, Brooklyn Bridge.
Yep.
Maybe. Anyway. That's that.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. Do we want to look at Jim's? We're 2 hours in.
Yeah, we probably.
Do we need to save it?
Maybe we should.
Okay.
What do you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, okay.
Do you want to do a mini, like a little peek? Just have a little peek, and then we'll do an actual.
We don't have to
do an actual website review. We'll do a proper one, or we could even do our own show, separate show,
if you want.
So, Jim, tell the people what you've done, Jim.
Built a new website.
Wow.
For me. So Justin and I have had a website together for over 10 years.
End of an era.
Justin kind of didn't stop shooting weddings, but he almost stopped shooting weddings about 5 to 8 years ago, really slowed down. 5 to 6. Yeah. Really slowed down, and we've kind of just rolled with it. And it probably hasn't, it's made sense for a little while, but it's probably starting to make less sense. So I've been busy building a new website. That's just for me. So you guys are actually the first to see it. It's live, but it's not, haven't posted about it, haven't changed anything else other than building the website at the moment. So
I'll throw it in the chat in case anyone wants to check it out. But yeah, it's good. I like it.
I like it too. Start. It's crisp, it's clean. There's a good balance of, light and dark elements.
I like using the black and white only images and the real weddings underneath.
Yeah.
That's a good, clean theme. But we'll do a show. Great. Where are we? Bruce Moore saying do a separate show. Rick Nelson saying you got to showcase that $69 level. So yeah, we might do an actual, we'll go through that site and we'll,
tear it apart.
Yeah, tear it apart and talk about what works, what doesn't work with websites. What do you do with your pricing and your packages and what, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I think that's worthy.
But yeah, I like it. I like the logo too. It's cool. I like how you've kind of got the same color as what we were running as our accent color. So
no, that's Fujifilm green.
It is not Fujifilm green.
It is. Bring up the flag. Bring up the flag. It's the same. It does look good. It looks really
Rick Nelson says weddings by Jim is better than Jim's weddings. Debatable.
Yeah.
So
I didn't want to get sued by the Jim's group, so I had to.
And we have, all right, so we'll do that. We'll do a proper one. I'll do a part 2 of New Zealand when I've actually edited my images.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And we will also, Oh, I didn't do the thing. Ah, well. And finally, we'll go to now that we've finished Jim's website review, we'll go to the Your Images section. We've got one image this week, just one, but we're getting back into it. So,
yeah, Greg Carrick has sent me some, but we might have to do that another time.
Can we save him for Monday, Greg? We'll just pull this one up this week, and we'll save Greg Carrick's for next week, unless it's timely, Greg Carrick. If it is for some reason timely, let us know and we'll figure it out.
It's for Expressions 5 is a photo exhibition that's coming up from the 4th of September to Sunday, the November 23rd, and Greg has entered 2 images, which I'll quickly send to Justin.
Okay, I'll get Paul's up.
Let's just cover these off quickly, yeah?
Yeah. Final segment.
Final segment for you, Greg Carrick, because we love you.
He said no worries, exhibition goes for ages.
Oh, okay. We'll do it next week. Then we can give it some time.
Well, then we'll give it what it deserves.
Yeah. So I'll bring Paul's up.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun. You might recognize this from profile pictures on YouTube accounts.
Multiple.
I love it. But I want to read the caption that it came with. Where are we? Hey, where's the whole email? Oh, there it is. Paul says, "G'day, Justin. Hope NZ was great. Here's my image for discussion. It's the one I use for my YouTube profile picture. Not submitting it for its technical brilliance. Taken in 2014 on a Canon 450D with a 16 to 35 2.8L lens at 16mm. The raw file is criminally underexposed at 1/6 of a second ISO 100. And it's taken a lot of dodging and burning in Lightroom and Photoshop to get it to where it is. The reason I'm submitting it is because it's the first time this landscape thing really happened for me. It was minus 23 degrees C at Bryce Canyon in Utah. I'd been there for over an hour, had seen a bit of pre-dawn light, and then the cloud had rolled in and everything had gone dull and grey. It looked like the morning sunrise was done. I was about to leave when my mouse went flat. No. Okay, my mouse is flat. I was about to leave when I took at least one last glance and noticed a gap emerging between the clouds and the horizon and realized something was about to happen. I chose a small aperture to get a starburst, and in a short 4-minute window of sunlight, ended up creating an image for the first time resembling something I had anticipated in advance rather than just snapping what was in front of me. Magic.
That's awesome.
Even though the attempt was pretty woeful, I was hooked. I don't think it's woeful.
I don't think it's woeful. I mean, if that's your starting point, well, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. None of my images in New Zealand look like this.
Yeah. How dare you? How dare you?
And the commitment of an hour and
minus
20. Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, no, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, really, really cool. And what a spot. I've stood at that spot, or probably maybe not that exact same spot, but around the rim of Bryce Canyon. They walked through it at sunrise. I took photos there. They don't look like that. There was no snow. Arguably, seeing it with snow would be amazing. Absolutely amazing. The white, with those
that contrast,
colorful, that rock, that contrast, and the trees, and then having the light sort of come through. It's a beautiful spot.
Yeah.
But it really is one of those things where it's what the execution of what you did is way more important than what your settings were or anything like that. It was waiting for the
and
right
you were
light
there.
And being there.
You were standing there. You know, that in itself is powerful.
And the lessons that come from, if you're saying that the original was underexposed and what you put that moving forward,
Well, it doesn't matter anymore these days. Just underexpose it. Be fine.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. It's like, if you underexposed on a Canon back then, it was, you really kind of,
it was tough.
You kind of maybe not ruined your file, but you really missed out on a lot of detail that you needed. Whereas now it's like, hey, just boost it up. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
And wasn't the 450D APS-C or was that full frame?
Yeah, no, APS-C.
Yeah, it was APS-C.
Yep. Yeah, it was sort of like a slightly above entry level kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was like that in between. Yeah. So well done.
Indeed. Well done,
job.
mate.
Rick Nelson says, where do we send images to again? At the moment, like we're working on this. We're actually I'm going to make a website for the Camera Life. We're going to have like a spot where you can just go and just upload images and stuff like that, hopefully. But in the short term, just email them to me, justin@luckystraps.com.au. If you're going to send a dick pic, send it to Jim at
Lucky Straps.
What's your new email address?
I don't have a new one yet.
Yeah, I prefer boobies, but whatever comes through is fine.
Boobs to Greg, images, photographic images to me, and dick pics to Jim. Yeah. Very cool.
Nice.
Very, very cool.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Wait by your inbox.
Yeah, indeed. Well, I think that pretty much brings us to the end of today's episode. It's been a long one, but we've obviously had a lot to catch up on because clearly Jim and I didn't do enough while Justin was away. We just skipped most of the segments, really.
You didn't even have segments.
But we kept it on track. We kept it on track, Greg. We were on time.
We finished on time every time.
You guys did a great job.
Yeah, indeed we did, sir. But look, on that note, we will wrap tonight's episode of the Camera Life podcast. This has been the Random Photography Show, episode 112, 1st of September 2025. Hands up anyone that's going to BFOP. Let us know in the chat, on the not in the live chat, but in the comments. Let us know what you're looking forward to most about BFOP, because we're all going to be there. We're going to be there for a whole bloody week.
We're going to podcast. We're going to podcast in the mornings. If you're there, come and hang with us while we podcast. I'm going to set up.
You haven't told me any of the things.
Well, you're not part of the. You're just an outsider. No, because you're not going to be there on the Saturday. It's the most important day.
Oh, sorry, I've got a wedding.
Cancel it.
Well, we all make choices.
It'll be good for business.
Anyway, before this erupts into pure violence, thank you to everyone who's been watching, commenting, or just listening along. If you're new to the channel, please give us a like. It certainly helps out a lot. Hit the subscribe button and make sure you tickle the bell, because then you get notified in your time zone of when everything is happening. And we run a show twice a week, every Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We interview a fabulous photographer and get to know all about their story and their journey and their work. And then, of course, every Monday night we have the Random Photography Show, 7:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And we do what we've done today. We make magic happen live on television. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I've run out of words.
Should I just play the music and
let's play the music and say goodbye to everybody. Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
All right.
Thank you.
My mouse doesn't work. First of all, Bruce Moyle has Saturday morning spare. You'll be on the show with us, Bruce, on Saturday. We need you. Yeah. What else? Greg Carrick says Fujifilm. Paul says
crackers.
What time are the BFOP podcasts on? We don't know. Sometime in the mornings. We'll figure that out closer to it. John Pickett, thanks for coming along.
Thanks, John.
Matt Palmer, good to see you. Bruce Moore says use code Jim. Oh, Jason Rogers, he had a good comment up here. What did he say? Jason Rogers says, love a great landscape shot. Big storm chaser here as well as sports. We'll have to catch up, Jason. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Philip. Thanks, Les. Thanks, everybody. I don't know. I've missed you all. All right. Thanks, Rick. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, I can't end the stream without my mouse.
I'll do it.
Here we go.